guys, greetings from Texas, where it is 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can still see that on my window. Anyway, yes, daylight savings time here in America has officially begun. Today is the first day for it, and that means months and months and months of longer days, especially when we get into the summer. Gosh, I was aggressive, sorry. Especially when we get into the summer, in June, July, and August, especially, we have those long days. And then kind of in September, they start to creep back down a little bit. I always liked daylight savings time. Not necessarily I didn't really care too much about the clock change until I got to maybe about 2 or 3 years ago when my body really started to feel it. But this, or daylight savings time for me was great, especially the longer days, because I played softball in high school, and I could see what I was doing, and I was able to play night games because of daylight savings time, and it didn't get dark too often, sorry. But it didn't get dark too often, so there's that. So that's beside the point, though. Without further ado, we need to talk about the Dubai final, because Indian Wells is already underway, and we're going to need to talk about that soon. Alright, you guys, so the Dubai final was between Mirra, Andreeva, and Clara Tauson. Mirra's from Russia, Clara is from Denmark. Now, I know there might be some, I don't know, what do you call it, stipulation? Not stimula, that's not a word. Stigma around Russian players and even Belarusian players. But alas, my opinion on this is that they can't control what their government's doing. They can agree or disagree with it, but it's not really up to them as to what actions the government takes. So, I don't think they should be restricted from playing. Yeah, if there are any restrictions, which there are, then, their flag is not allowed on, when you see their name, their flag's not going to be next to it. It's usually just a whiteout or a blackout or something like that. Those sorts of things. But Clara Tauson's from Denmark, so you'll see her flag. Let's get into the match, shall we? As you can see, Andreeva took the match from Tauson, 2-0. First set was a little rough. She struggled a little bit, but once she found her footing in the second set, it was just boom, boom, boom. And that's just how it goes sometimes. And she won her first 1,000 title. She's the youngest person to ever win a 1,000 title. She's only 17 years old. And again, the thing about the Russian players and stuff like that, people were hating on Russian players a lot of times. I'm like, why are you gonna do that to a 17-year-old? Anyway, so that's just my opinion. She's 17. She's not even a legal adult here in America. So, anyways, I digress on that. But yes, and it's crazy. She is 17. She just won that title that she's playing so impressively. And guess what? We're gonna have a rematch of this match in Indian Wells here pretty soon, and we'll talk about that too. But let's look a little bit closer at the match stats. Okay guys, here are the match stats for this match. As you can see, the first set ended in a tie break, and it was back and forth the whole time. pretty close on the double faults, unfortunately. But again, once Mirra started finding her footing, and as you can see, she won that tiebreak 7-1, and then she won the second set 6-1. She just found her momentum and just ran. No pun intended there. But she had 6 aces, unfortunately 5 double faults, but she got away with it. Clara only had 1 ace, 4 double faults. That's where things started to kind of get into her head a little bit. Serve percentages were pretty similar, or at least the first serve percentages were fairly, and then it started to kind of tilt more towards Mirra on the win points on first serve, and then also on the win points on the second serve. Mirra broke Clara 4 times, Mirra got broken twice, but Mirra also won 1 tiebreak, and that's really about all I got. Just really neat that I got those off my phone, because I had a screenshot, and you guys will see the screenshot, but I can't look at the screenshot while I'm recording, so anyway, but yeah, that's the match stats, and I'm gonna show you guys the bracket. Okay, so as you can see, I did horribly. Well, if you remember, I did horribly picking up to this point. Did not pick the final correctly at all. But you know what? Just like Doha, ended up nailing the champion. So Andreeva, I think, is going to have a fantastic year. She's been playing fantastically overall. I can't wait to see what she does the rest of the year. But yeah, there's the final bracket, and yeah. Alright, you guys, that's it for this video. We're gonna talk about Anywells soon. I think we're gonna talk about the first week when the second week starts. So so we can, you know, get ready for the final and everything. But yes, so and by the way, I do have an event to go to on Friday, so I don't know how the final, and I also have to work on Saturday, so I don't know how the final's gonna go, but I promise something will happen. And I'm trying to get better. I know, like, I missed a couple weeks, but in those couple weeks I've been working, I've been going to school, I've been doing a lot of other things. This week is gonna be a little less busy, and I've also got spring break next week, so I can definitely try to edit and make videos there. And we also got Miami coming up too, so I'm glad, or I'm hoping that you guys are looking forward to that. And then yeah, and then it'll be clay season. Isn't that wild? Alright guys, but yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.